That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Say no more.
This calls for a celebratory drink.
Forgive you! Where are you going?
You picked the wrong fight!
Careful! Armor won't save us! A chain between heaven and earth! Outstanding form! Lunar blast!
Demon Pact! Try this! Infernal Punch!
Now I'm real mad!
Lightning! Hollow dance! Lightning! Gemini!
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
Be still! Blazing rocket!
Whirlwind snap!
Sonic thrust! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Guys, I'll leave it to you!
I'll smash you!
I owe you, Tion. Healing is what my arts do best.
I have no
Cause
limits!
havoc and destruction.
Dragon form! Sonic thrust! You're mine! It's too much! I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Let me show you
Super
what
win!
I can do. Rise shot! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I've been doing really great lately.
Let's dispose of the trash.
I'll take you all on! Pierce!
I'm going to use all the power. This one's mine.
Demon Fang!
Denied!
Destruction! In an instant! Impact block!
I'm going to need
Do you require a hand?
Smash you!
Take this!
I'll finish you here and now!
Ready solely! In an instant! Impact block!
The heavens must be smiling.
Go no further!
Whirlwind swap!
Regulate the dark! Come forward! Holy down! Holy land! Lightning! By the It'll find us back within the next week! This will be a delicious piece of cake! Don't mind if I do!
Come and get it!
Dazzle! Rising Falcon!
Watch this! Take this!
Swallow blade! Raining Slap!
Do it! Run low! Demons descend! Flashing Fang! Easy!
Way to go!
Demon Fang! You picked the
You see
wrong
what
fight.
happened there as you crossed me? Shouldn't have done that. Now you see what I can do.
Astral Arch?
That's my cue!
Devastation! Shut him down!
In a bind?
Dragon
Now I'm
Swarm!
in the groove.
Explosive Ring!
Thanks so much!
Pass through!
Annihilation!
Eat this! I'll finish you here and now!
Demon Fang!
Inferno!
Eternal Devastation!
Watch it!
This one's mine! In here!
What is this?
Hey, you okay?
I can still do this! Not today!
Lightning orb!
You're mine!
Here's
Rising Wyvern!
Attack time! Watch this! You should have met with me!
Magic is in!
Rising Phoenix!
Dragon Shout!
Holy land!
Rising Wyvern!
Lightning! Now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Lightning thrust!
Super take this! I'll finish you here and
Here's
now!
my call!
Denied!
Spread!
Oh, good thing.
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara! No more playing nice! Sighted! Got you! Lunar blast!
Long inside with yours to be let free!
Watch this!
Sonic thrust!
Shattering!
Show me what I can do!
I'll finish you here and now!
Pass through! Demon Fang!
Thanks!
You're lost in pain.
I'll finish you here and now!
Air drop! Now! Water! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Forget you!
Dragon Shout! Take Bolero! I'll finish you here and now!
I can handle it! Well, let's end this and get a bite to eat instead. will be a delicious piece of cake.
I'm surrounded!
Here goes!
Far enough!
Lightning descend!
Ignite!
Water, hear my call!
In a
Illuminate the
vine?
dark! Come forth!
Dragon Swarm!
Holy land!
Armor won't save you!
Do it! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you! Here goes!
Back to his
Dance
blade!
in the wind! Air thrust! A chain between heaven and
You're
earth!
finished!
Corruption!
Demon
A
Fang!
willing field!
I have no limit! Sharply
Show
slash!
you what my art can do!
Strike!
Shine! All upon
Rising
thee!
Wyvern!
Resurrection!
Here we go again! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
Illuminate the dark! Here's evil!
Megasonic
Holy
Thrust! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet and...
There's always room for improvement.
Forgive you!
Gets by me.
Not in your dreams!
Be still!
Dance in the
Rising
wind!
Falcon!
I can do this all! We may look
Not today!
I'm
Can't
just
get out
getting
of this!
blind free!
What astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Take this!
Lightning
An
orb!
astral art?
That's my cue!
Pierce through! Shut him down! Sword Ring Alpha!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Try this!
Now!
We did it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there is improvement.
No, I mean you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look present.
Now you see what I can do to be let free! You picked the wrong
Looks
fight!
like you got this one covered.
Come one, come all!
In a vine?
Enjoy the ground while you're down.
Destruction!
Far enough! Outstanding form!
I'm on it! I'll finish you here and now!
Here,
I'll smash you!
First aid! Seal!
You're mine! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
I'm all stopped up!
I'm on! Burn in hell! Dragon Swarm! Pierce through! Capacity Seal! Double Demon Fang!
In a vine? Now I'm in the groove! These sticks have got your name on them!
Double Demon Fang!
Eagle Fly! Roll now! Ready and raring!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky! Here, let me...
Carve through order!
Sword Ring
Pull
Alpha!
myself together.
You picked the wrong fight!
I'm on a roll now!
Lightning! This is gonna need all of us together!
I'm on a roll now!
Holy land!
Destruction! Aim for the weak spot!
I'll tear you
Get out of this!
Talon Sword!
Burning strike!
I'm on a roll now!
Illuminate the dark!
Double Demon Fang!
Holy land!
I owe you one!
I can carve through
Okay,
all!
you, Xion. Healing is what my art
Now
do
I'm
best.
real mad!
Acceleration
All
Ray!
mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. Sleep now.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it!
need to fire ahead.
Not today! Take this!
Holy Lord! I can do that all day!
Inferno Punch!
Mega Ray!
Destruction! Now you're talking! Demon Punch!
Talon Hurricane!
River Flag! Lightning Thrust! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
I can carve through armor!
Will this
Strike! Void Flash! I'm on it! Ready to get it! Coyote!
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too.
Take this!
I'll stop now! Thanks, Kitara!
In an instant! Impact Block!
Barely a blip on our radar.
An opponent like this should be easy.
I'm like bait to them.
Inferno Punch! Rising Falcon! Ignite! Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal. Hurricane! Dragon Shout! We got fire!
I've got lost!
Demons descend! Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Here I come!
Not on my watch!
Shockwave Slash! I'm on it! Sonic Thrust!
I'm just ready and ready.
Destruction! Eternal Devastation!
Banana Freezer!
Slash!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Illuminate the dark! Come
You're
forth,
mine!
Holy River! Freezer! A chain between heaven and
Explosive
earth!
ring!
Water!
You require
A
help.
wailing banshee of lightning!
In a bind?
In here!
Ignite!
Glacial Spear! Here's this one's mine!
Swirl Blade!
Arcade
Down
Warrior!
now!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elfin!
It's time to end this
It's got
battle!
your name
I'm
on
right
it!
beside you!
You're mine!
Eat this!
Megasonic
So much for
Thrust!
sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint.
Do it! No, then Demons descend! Flashing Fang! With my comrades, I'm unstoppable.
And what about without them?
More stoppable?
An opponent like this should be easy.
Armor won't save you!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Raging Storm! Hammy! Flannel!
This one over here!
Flying creatures are a real pain
Should
in
have
the
meddled
butt!
with me!
This one's all aimed for the weak spot.
I'll heal you all!
Inferno Punch! Take this!
Healing
I'm
Storm!
on it!
Thunder
Okay,
Shield!
here I go.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint.
Nope, that is silly.
What is in the sky is mine!
Die!
Never miss! Let's
power up!
air thrust!
Overwhelming
Heaven and earth!
Demon
You get
Fang!
dead.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
Devastation!
Now or never.
Annihilation!
Now we're talking!
That's enough, Demon Fang!
In here! Vanish without a trace!
away!
The flip
Swallow
magic
blade!
is in here! Explosion!
Lightning
Swallow
Again! Dragon Swarm!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Looks like we got them all.
picked the wrong fight.
I owe you, Sion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc in his
Do it!
Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That trend.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Eat dirt.
Got you. Mega Ray. Seal. Annihilation. More
Come on, a roll now!
I'm just getting Mirage.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
We've reached our destination.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Ready to go.
I'll tear you apart. In a bind.
Take this.
I'm on a roll now.
Now
These
we're not...
ones can run rings around us.
Eagle assault. Torrent issue here and now.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alphen.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you.
Dragon Flow.
Crazy
Try this. I'll take you all off.
Oh, wild starting wind. Car explosion.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope
No, I mean you're even better than us.
Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. Always good to be back in familiar territory. Well, most of the perches are filled up now. Frankly, I'm amazed there's so many of these guys.
What cautious lives they must have lived. They deserve credit for their vitality.
They're all so lovely individually, but I think they look downright awe-inspiring. And so many of them are gathered together in one place.
I don't know. It's hard to relax with all of them eyeballing us at once.
Yeah, I guess owls do seem to stare.
You've done well.
He's at it again.
Come on, you know you like it.
Frankly, I never thought you'd gather so many of us.
You are so quick to rescue those in need. You have given us a big, happy family.
We're on the brink of extinction. We must work together if we are to change our fate.
You carry a heavy burden.
Don't you worry. We can change fate. You won't be alone. I promise.
This isn't just your fight. I'm here for you too. I want us both to be together.
That was you interpreting for the owls, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's nice to see everyone getting along, but perhaps we should be moving on.
Just who was that conversation between?
Try not to think about it too much. Besides, there's still a few empty perches left.
We've come this far? Why stop now, right?
Hey, Hoodle. Once we've managed to gather all the owls, after that... Huh?
Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at?
Good grief. Hey! Whoa!
Huh? Well...
Huh?
Yeah.
I guess...
Huh?
Got it.
Thanks.
Huh? That can't be.
I guess...
Great!
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah!
You dummy!
Whoa!
And then she has to come along and...
Hey, you're looking a little red there. You working up a fever, or...?
You dummy!
Hey, Rinwell, tell me about your parents. What were they like?
They were kind. That's the part I like to remember. They could also be strict, though, especially when it came to magic. I never understood why I had to work so hard to learn magic. Why we couldn't just be done with it and live openly like everyone else. Needless to say, that didn't go over well. Of course, if I'd known that one day I'd be doing this, I would have taken my studies more seriously. What about your parents?
Same deal. Run through the mill. Told constantly that training was the only way to survive in a world like this. It got bad enough that I ended up running away and siding with the Renans of all people. And now, I've got that training to thank for being alive.
I know how that feels.
The first time we met, you risked using your magic to stop me from kicking my dad's ass. You could have done anything else. You could have ignored it. So, why?
Yeah, I guess something about Zephyr reminded me of my own father.
You don't say. So, did your pops and mine look a lot like each other?
Not really. Not at all, in fact. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt a resemblance, I guess.
Wow. Well, I won't pretend I understand, but I'm glad. Your dad must have been a great guy.
He was.
Hey, Alphen, you mind if...
Maybe it's the snow soaking up all the sound, but something about Cislodia always feels mysterious to me. Solemn, almost.
When it comes to solemnity, I'd say our own Octalina Palace is no slouch.
I won't argue with you there. Still, that azure tint of the shadows on the silvery white snow, it has a certain indescribable quality.
Indeed. It was boorish of me to even suggest such a comparison.
All I know is it's freaking cold. Still, more pleasant now that the locals aren't quite as frosty towards us.
Well, excuse me if I'm too frosty for your warm self.
Oh, come on! You know I didn't mean you. Besides, really, I'm the one who...
How about we stop getting hung up on the past for a change? Take what you've learned and put it to use in the future instead.
An unexamined past can be just as dangerous in its own right.
Better that than obsessing over it like a certain someone I know.
Kisara doesn't mince her words, does she?
I could say the same thing about one or two of the other women around here.
Tell me about it.
I think I'll refrain from commenting on this one.
Hoodle, I've got some dried fish for you. You want some?
Forget that. Doesn't some tasty red meat sound better, boy?
Hey! Stop trying to coax him away with treats. Get your own adorable sidekick if you're so desperate for one.
He appears to enjoy being the center of attention.
Funny how things change. He and Rinwell used to be joined at the hip, or shoulder to talon.
It's not just Hoodle who's become more trusting. Isn't that so, Rinwell?
They do say pets and their owners act alike. I suppose since we've been together, I've done my share of coming out of my own shell too.
Well then, I guess with you and Hoodle, that makes us all one big happy family.
Sometimes when I'm deep in thought, Hoodle will come over and sit next to me. I only wish I could actually pet him.
Oh, you will someday. You won't believe how soft he is.
Wish I had that problem. I'm lucky if I can so much as look at old Featherbrain without him trying to claw me to ribbons.
Really? He seems tame enough around everyone else. Maybe it's just Hoodle's way of establishing dominance?
That's dogs, not owls.
What's going on when Hoodle pecks at you?
I don't know. Like when I'm talking to Rinwell, it's like he's trying to muscle me out or something. Unless... Wait, you don't suppose I make him jealous?
Come again?
Ow! Ah, get off of me, you insecure fluffball!
I rather think they make a good comedic pairing.
We've reached our destination.
Filled with equal parts compassion and passion, always ready to... Delectable, ineffable, Dohalim pancakes! Get 'em while they're hot!
That's quite the sales pitch.
This is all new to me as well, I assure you.
Why, if it isn't Lord Dohalim himself! Care for a pancake, my lord?
Might as well have some while we're here.
Indeed. However, I'm not sure how I feel about eating my own visage in front of the populace.
At least let me show you how to make them! I'll also teach you the most important part, how to draw Lord Dohalim.
Oh, this sounds like pure gold. I'm game.
Hey! We should make some pancakes right now.
They were drawing Dohalim's face back there. That seems like a handy trick to keep in your back pocket.
The recipe's light on ingredients, and a little extra work could bring the flavor right out.
Great! Then let's make some together. Our very own personalized pancakes.
Sure, I got this.
You're out, Alphen. I don't need spicy pancakes. You're out too, Kisara. You'd win easily.
Win what? Is it a competition?
Yes! A contest between me, Shion, and Dohalim.
Wait, what? I'm more of an eating specialist?
You can say that again.
I accept any and all challenges.
Great. Then I'll be the judge.
I can gather the ingredients.
Okay, then it's on!
Hey, what about me?
Maybe we'll have some luck finding what we need at the farm.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Right. Thanks. Oh!
Whoa! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen! It's time to find out once and for all whose pancakes reign supreme!
I guess he's emceeing now.
Let's hear some thoughts from Kisara, our judge!
Indeed. This is a highly eclectic group of competitors. I look forward to seeing what they produce for us today.
Expectations sure are running high! Ah! And here comes Shion with her entry!
I applied all of my know-how to this, and put extra care into the visual presentation.
Well, that's bold.
Nothing wrong with Shion holding her head high. Let's see how it tastes. What?
I mixed in some candy that tingles the tongue.
Oh, I see. It's creative. I'll give it that. But it's quite, a mouthful, as it were. It might be too sweet.
Well, I should hope so. I put in as much food and sugar as I could. It should provide 3 days' worth of nourishment.
3 days' worth?
Our judge has been left stunned!
And not in a good way.
Now it's time for the Lord himself!
Here is what I made.
What the?
Dough halim pancakes!
I can't believe he actually did the art.
Go on, relish my crowning achievement to your heart's content.
Well, don't mind if I do.
Not even a moment's pause.
Dohalim, there's some strange liquid leaking out of this.
Indeed. I gathered delicacies the world over and packed them all in. That's what makes my masterpiece so good. Pancakes are overrated anyways.
And you're out.
Defeat.
And just like that, his lordship is disqualified!
What do I do? I just made regular old pancakes. They're both just so eccentric. And mine is so... How am I supposed to follow their acts?
Rinwell, you're up!
Okay, I'm coming. Just putting on some finishing touches. Woo! Oh, Oodle. Ah! Your face! Whew. Are you sure? Well, okay. I'll never forget you, Hoodle.
Huh?
Okay, made it. Here you go.
Oh no, you didn't.
Huh?
Never mind. Let's see what Judge Kisara thinks.
Let's see. It's nice and soft around the edges, and yet there's a Hoodle face firmly imprinted in the middle. The contrast of fluffiness and firmness is simply fascinating. And there's a sweet texture that's nicely offset by the jam's tartness. That, and it's the strangest thing, it gives me this odd sense of ardor and conviction. I give this a perfect winning score.
Rinwell takes the title!
Looks like you reign supreme over pancakedom.
I don't understand. I thought I'd gotten the look and taste perfect. What could I have done wrong? Huh? Where's Kisara?
She took off running to burn off the food she ate.
I may have done her a disservice. I guess I was only thinking about what I personally would want to eat.
You know, these other ones are actually pretty good. I could go for more of this texture and salty sweetness.
I agree. Still, they pale next to Rinwell's pancakes.
Yeah, no question there.
In fact, I would love to partake in them again sometime. Whatever gave it such a fright?
Don't worry about it. I'll draw all of your faces next time.
I can't wait.
You just draw them, right?
soon as I'm done here.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always.
A comfortable win.
I won't forgive you!
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done.
How could a girl ever say no?
All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt.
We should be able to cook here.
Doing some thinking?
Nah. It just occurred to me that our journey's been going for a while now.
Is it a wonder to you our group has held together this long?
Maybe. We've got Danans, Renans, a lord, a mage, and even a guy from another time. Yet here we all are, leaning on each other as travel companions. It's like a minor miracle.
If anything, I'd say it's proof. Proof that as long as we accept each other for who we are, we can all get along.
And with understanding comes togetherness. Yeah, we are more than enough evidence of that.
I've always had a thorny relationship with others. Quite literally, as it happens. I figured that it was easier to give up on intimacy, rather than having to go through all of the pain of rejection. I mean, is it any wonder I grew thorns around my heart, too?
But now...
Right. Now... I still have my thorns, of course. But they don't cover my heart. I know now that there is more than one way for people to relate to one another. It was you and everyone else here that taught me that. Everyone that you brought together, Alphen.
It wasn't just me. I mean, sure, I invited a few folks to join us, but... swordsmanship's about all I have to offer. Everyone's taught and supported me just as much as I have them.
You see? That's what I'm talking about.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're fine just as you are. The bonds that you form with others, they shine more brightly because they're mutual. It's not just one bond for you. It's many, each with a heart of its own. That's what makes them special.
Okay, whose turn is it to cook today?
Nice try, Law. We all know it's your turn.
Damn, was I that obvious? All right, guess I'll get to it.
Wait, before you get started. Remember when the three of us fixed pancakes back on the farm?
I remember how weirdly proud you were of yours.
Wait, don't tell me you want a rematch.
Oh, no, nothing like that. It's just, I've been thinking about something ever since that day. I used every trick in the book to make the perfect pancake, and yet...
You're wondering why you lost, right?
Pretty sure it's because you pumped Isara here with enough sugar to give a Zoogle a...
Anyways, I've come up with a recipe, and was hoping you guys could taste them and tell me what you think.
All right. I'm up for round 2. Challenge accepted.
Wait, are we all doing this?
Come on. Shion's clearly put a lot of work into this. I'm sure they'll be great. Right, everyone?
Thanks. Okay, wait here. I'll have them fixed up in just a few moments. Thanks for waiting, everyone. Here are your pancakes.
I can't wait. Let's see how they taste. Damn. The way these spices jump about in your mouth, you'd think they'd cancel each other out, but somehow they work brilliantly.
They're so sweet, I feel like they'll melt in my mouth. Every bite makes me feel like I'm in heaven.
Holy crap! These are so rich, just the way I like them! I can't stop stuffing them in my face!
You chose the perfect ingredients and heated them just enough to bring out their flavor. Amazing!
The presentation is simply exquisite, and they have such a pure, refined taste to them as well.
They're perfect!
Shion, these pancakes are amazing.
Really? I'm so glad they turned out well.
Although, don't we all seem to have different impressions of how they actually taste?
You're right. It's like everyone was eating something completely different.
Here, let me take a bite of yours, Alphen.
It's true. I fine-tuned them to suit each person's unique tastes.
You did that for everyone's pancakes? That must have been a lot of extra work.
It was, but I learned something important in doing so. You see, I was so focused on trying to make something that I thought would please people that I forgot to consider who I was actually serving. Here, water!
Thanks, Renwell. I thought I was a goner.
What's important as a cook isn't what I want people to feel about my food. It's about accommodating what they're looking for in a meal.
Well said, Shion. I'm so proud of you for figuring that out. No recipe is complete without love and care for whoever's eating it. Those alone make a dish taste better than any spice could.
So one might say that what makes a meal are both those who prepare it and those who eat it, rather than the food alone. How insightful.
You've grown so much as a cook, Shion. I have nothing left to teach you.
Oh, thank you, Master. Thank you so much.
Sleeping on the ground beneath the heavens like this, why, it's hard to complain.
Hey, Alphen, why do you like spicy food so much anyway?
You know, I haven't thought about that before. Maybe because when I couldn't feel pain, it gave me that kick I was craving.
But now that you can feel pain again, wouldn't your tastes have changed?
Did you like spicy food when you were younger?
Not as much as I do now. At some point, it just became something almost like an addiction, I guess.
I can most certainly relate. Once you've had your fill of ordinary food, you cannot help but seek out more unusual fare.
I don't think that's got anything to do with Alphen's tastes. Although I won't deny that you definitely have a thing for exotic food. The stranger, the better.
I just wish I could have gotten you into sweets like me, Alphen.
I like food that's dense and keeps you feeling full myself. It helps you last longer when you're on the move.
We all know you're a quantity over quality kind of...
What was that?
Nothing. I lost my train of thought.
You know, I've also noticed Shion's not really into the same kind of food most Renins are. Could be it's got something to do with the way she grew up.
That's so me. Even when I was little, I was all about food that gives me strength. All meat, all the time.
And I guess Kisara is so good at cooking fish because she can catch them herself.
I'm only good with fish because it used to be the easiest thing to get. When you work with something long enough, it comes naturally to you.
I like fish just fine, but what I really like about your cooking is how it tastes homemade. It reminds me of what my mom used to make.
Really? You know, I used to cook a lot of meals for younger kids, and they said the same thing.
When you get down to it, I guess the things a person cooks and the foods they like say a lot about the way they've lived.
What? Hey guys, I don't see any of our food anywhere.
What?
I know! The bag we kept it all in has vanished! Some Zoogles must have gotten in behind us and swiped the whole thing while we were fighting.
What?
Huh? What are you guys talking about?
This affects you too, you know! We lost all our food, including all those sweets you love so freaking much!
What? How could this happen? Those sweets are the highlight of my day! Oh, so hungry.
Hunger is like that. The moment you know there's nothing you can do about it, it becomes that much more unbearable.
Whoever did this, I swear I'm gonna make them pay for stealing our supplies.
All that's left now is this one lonesome apple.
Law?
What? Hey, don't look at me like that. I picked this apple myself. I'm not just gonna...
Food. Hand it over.
Stay away!
Hey, I'm back. Huh? What the heck happened here?
Only a poignant reminder of how dangerous a food shortage can be in a collective. A serious problem indeed. And one we should all be mindful of.
I see. Does it have anything to do with why you're holding our food supply bag behind your back?
This is perfect! I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they see this.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
You go ahead and sleep. I'm going to grab another bite to eat first.
Are we underground? This looks like the inside of some kind of ancient structure.
It seems likely that we're in a Danin temple. Instead of destroyed, it must have been buried and preserved. Either that, or it was constructed underground to begin with.
This one's all mine!
We've got company.
What the? Are those statues moving?
And attacking!
Incineration wave! Swallow blade! Destruction!
It's over! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory! Naturally!
Incineration wave! Talon storm! Take this!
What the hell was all that about? Those things didn't even look alive, let alone like Zubus.
They were part of these ruins, but it seems the astral energy changed them somehow. If I had to guess, I'd say there's something bigger lurking within that wants us gone from this place.
Whoever or whatever it is must really value its privacy.
Glacial Spear!
Dragon
Here's
Swarm!
evil!
Crush! Demon Fang! Destruction! Thunderfang! Incineration Wave!
Burning Strike! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Double Demon Fang! Destruction!
Now I'm real mad!
Will this help? This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it!
Glacial Spear!
Flaming
Here's
Thrust!
evil!
Rising Falcon!
Now! Closer! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
It was nice while it lasted.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Ignite!
This one's mine!
I'll finish you here and now!
Here!
In a bind,
Swallow Blade!
Fire enough!
armor won't save like this!
Severing Wind! Soaring Light Spear!
Healing Circle!
Hold nothing back!
I
don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Do it!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one!
Double Demon coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'm going to
Soaring Alpha! Blow away! Eternal Devastation!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I...
Light Burst forward!
Radiant Genesis!
Nothing gets by me!
The ancient Danans must have built it to honor the strength of the astral energy that runs through here.
But if that's the case, what does it have to do with that face we saw above ground?
Without further research, I wouldn't be able to say.
That'll bring you down!
Far enough!
Raging
In a
Storm!
bind,
You're mine!
I'm just
Try
getting
this!
started! I'm on a roll now! Shattering!
Flash!
Sleep now!
Armor won't save! I'm just getting started!
Rising Wyvern!
Banana
Phoenix!
Do it! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Radiant Surge!
Lightning Thrust!
Raging Flame! Reload!
Here I come!
I'm just
Soaring
now!
Alpha!
It's time! It's go time! All good things come to an end.
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
You're mine! Devastation! Here I come! Devastation! Rising Falcon!
Now you see what I can. Now I'm in the groove.
Take this! Swallow Blade!
I'm on a roll now.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
I'm going to
Vacuum blade.
Come forth! That'll bring you down! Holy
No further.
Sion, astral energy, full throttle!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! I'm going to need to use all the power of my heart to accomplish this.
Let's go! Hail you, Sion! Healing astral energy, full throttle!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Thunderfang!
Lunar corruption! Hydration orb! By the power of water!
Armor won't save you!
Sword Rain Alpha!
It's time!
Eat this! Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Double Demon Fang! Incineration Wave!
Just can't get
Burn it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Lunar corruption!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Do it!
Live out!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Let me show you what my art can take! Where are you going?
Far enough!
A chain between heaven and earth. Will this help?
Inferno
A
Punch!
wailing dynasty of lightning! Healing power! A whirling struggle!
Now,
Winds of heaven! In here!
Armor won't save you!
Megasonic Thrust!
This is
Sonic
something.
Thrust!
Do it! Sovereign! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
It's on!
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Something feels different.
Stay sharp! It looks like we've got trouble!
Yeah, we can tell.
I'm ready!
They've got me surrounded. We've got orbs incoming!
It must have summoned them!
The last thing we need is a crowd. Let's dispatch them quickly. Get in the sky, it's mine.
Demon Fang! Double Demon
Here,
Fang!
let me help.
Crush!
What's this? So weak.
Quit pushing yourself and get behind us!
I'll be right as rain in no time.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off! Incineration Wave!
Our attacks just bounce off!
We may have to wait for now.
Inferno Punch on!
Get on in there with
Thanks,
the
Sion.
others.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better. Here comes something bigger.
New plan. Let's destroy this thing first.
Far enough! Can't get out of this! Now you see what I can do!
Celestial Hammer! Here's a healing
I'm on point blast!
What would I do without you?
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Dance in the
If
wind!
it's in the sky, it's mine.
Eat this!
Here's a healing arc. Its wings are lighting up.
It's getting ready to attack!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on!
Double Demon Fang!
Take this!
Swallow there!
In a bind?
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Pieces! It's finished!
Let's do it!
Dragon
Ready to go! You get the
Here,
Light Astral! Let me help!
Here and now!
Ignite!
It looks like you got this one covered!
Rising Wyvern!
Lunar corruption!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! I'll tear you apart!
Lightning blade! Getting stronger! Here's the evil!
Switching up its
Seriously?
movements!
More
Watch out!
These things are starting to tick me off!
I owe you one.
Win!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Rising Wyvern!
A whirling
Quiver from on the wall now!
Mega ray!
Soaring Light Spear!
Let the marksman handle this. That'll bring you down.
Take this! Sword Ring Alpha! We did it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was improvement.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look better.
Do it! Blow them away!
Here's a healer.
Rising Falcon!
A wailing Banshee of corruption. Super swallow. Annihilation. Into the shadows.
Burn in hell! Double Demon Fang! I owe you one. Far enough! Demon Fang!
In a vine?
Vanish without a trace.
Destruction!
Winds of heaven explosion.
Towering Hurricane!
Take this.
I can carve! I'm just getting started! Eat this! First crush!
Not in your dreams.
The tactics are working great!
Full speed ahead.
Hey, wait for law!
Demon Fang! Destruction!
In here.
Thunder Fang!
This is not handy. Oh, sparkling stars of light. Rain down and pure
Double Demon Fang!
reload. Here, let me help. Meteor strike. One more time.
Now we're not... I'm on it!
Rising shot.
Take this!
Resurrection.
Ignite!
In here.
Ready to go!
Far enough. Oh, violent darting
Demon
wind.
Fang!
Card down. Here's a healing art. Let's get you the enemy is going all out. A wild struggle. Blah, blah, blah. Sight.
Take this!
Oh, sparkling stars of light.
can carve
Rain
through
down
one.
and purify.
Swallow Blade! Watch this!
Back into the fray.
Crush them on a wall now! Void Flash!
Rising shot.
You require a hand.
Resurrection.
Void Flash! Move this!
Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer. Holy flame. If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Take this!
It's pinned down.
Ready to go! Hurricane! Swallow Blade! Burn in hell!
Now.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here's a healing art.
That's the worst off our backs.
Look! That weak point on his face is wide open.
That must be what the Zoogle was protecting.
Blah, blah, blah. Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I think it stopped moving.
Yeah. Hopefully things should be safe. For now.
I guess...
Yeah.
You don't say.
This should be a good place to fight.
Wow, Kisara. It's so big.
You're talking about my shield, right?
I won't forgive you.
First strike!
A thirst! Spread!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking?
Good.
Really now.
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Here goes!
Oh, violent darting wind! Carve this! The flames will roar! Sealed! I'll be radiant!
The heavens must be smiling.
Forgive you! Illuminate the door!
We barely managed to turn that battle.
You don't need to sound surprised. Well, I certainly won't argue.
A comfortable win.
Hi, Hoodle! By the power of flame!
Not much longer to go.
Come on!
Let's do this together, Alphen.
Did you see?
Sure did. The part where you swung and missed, right?
Not that part! We finally made it. Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
What?
Huh? No way.
You don't say. Let us roll up our sleeves for the good cows of Menancia.
Not to mention our own dinner plates.
I know that's how it works, but... Do you really have to put it that way?
The view from here is always eerie to me. Are you getting anything, Rinwell?
I'm sensing some kind of astral energy activity, but other than that...
Wow, Rinwell's less sensitive than a cow.
Ugh!
Stop joking around. Let's get in there and see what's happening.
This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here, then?
I'll see what I can do.
Hey. Hmm?
Oh, yeah?
Hey!
Huh? Seriously?
Got it. What is this place? Are we... in a cave? I smell seawater.
The scenery changed the moment we stepped through the gate.
Little help!
Running front! Rising
Finish
falcon!
without a trace!
Inferno!
Redash it high! Dispatch it out again! Hold on to your arms!
Come and face
Here
me!
I come!
All back to zero! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Waterfall!
Here I come! I'm not done! Raining slash!
I don't know what to do with that.
Get toasty!
Bird strike! I can feel my power growing! Right, here goes!
I'm like bait to them!
Not today!
Water! Here on deck! Whatever you do, just stay away from the north!
We got the advantage!
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Raw's on!
Leave the enemy's arts to me.
Rising
No
Phoenix!
place here!
You picked the wrong fight!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Oh, violence! This one's mine! Car down through all!
Swallow dance!
Lunar correction!
Now I'm in the groove! We are free! I can shatter any steel!
Incineration
I'm going
wave!
to need to use all the power of my... That'll bring you down!
Got flyers!
I've got this! Let him watch me handle it!
All yours!
Long, get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one!
Already on!
Far enough!
Healing Lancer!
You're
Now
mine!
you see what I can do!
Why'd you human?
I'm not brave. I just do what I have to.
If you're ever in a pinch, just say the word.
Your astral arts are truly incredible.
Every little bit helps, right? We won that by a mile. Go no further!
Ignite!
Don't mind if I do.
That frickin' does it! Take this! Sit that shell hiding something tasty.
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more. Cut!
Well done.
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on
Should've
your
messed
good
with
side.
me!
Astral
I can
energy!
carve through. I'm just getting started!
Double demon fang!
Do it!
Lay inside me, you're to be let free!
Tear you apart!
In here!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it!
Astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Now!
Rising Falcon!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
This firearm feels like a part of me now.
Have you ever thought of wielding two at once?
Would be double the firepower, and plenty of style to boot.
What use is style when it's life or death? I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it. Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
I'm not done! Dragon Sword!
You require...
Incineration Wave!
Seen everything.
I'll finish you, flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
I'm on! Take this!
I'm just waiting for you!
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest! Rising Rider!
Here now.
Here, Mother!
Razor cyclone.
Flush!
Burning
Swallow
sword.
Blade!
I'm on a roll now!
Fang!
I'll tear you apart!
Burning sword.
Eternal Devastation!
Blood.
I'm on it!
Will this help?
No escape!
Tectonic
Flush!
Healing circle.
There you go!
Infernal Torrent!
Feel like me again!
Do it. Law.
Demons descend! Flashing Fang!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
No backing down!
A whirling struggle.
Tear you apart! I'm surrounded!
Rising Slash!
Sleep now.
This one's gonna be tough! Demon Fang!
I'm just getting started!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off! We turned the tables on him!
There are still more left.
Right! No time to hold on!
Divine savior.
Looks like it could be worth something.
I think Hoodle's hungry.
Funny. I could have sworn that was your stomach making all the racket.
No choice!
Dance in the wind.
I'll take you all on!
Now,
Destruction! Eternal Devastation!
Your wings won't save you from me.
You picked the wrong fight!
This ends now. now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elfin!
It's time to end this battle!
Hold on to your
enemy wields art
Here I
too.
come! You'll soon see about that! Frozen!
Hammer!
Swallow blade!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I've been doing really great lately.
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Here I go!
Take this!
Power galore!
Here I come!
Lightning mega ray!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara! Annihilation! Watch this! A wailing
Lightning
You get the gist!
Eat this! Sonic thrust!
Mega ray!
Rising Wyvern!
Sighted! Alright!
Double demon ray!
Showtime! Steel force!
Now! In an instant! Impact block!
Check out these biceps. Pretty glorious, right?
Why are guys so obsessed with their muscles?
Because these puppies have yet to let me down.
That equipment should come in handy.
There's someone here. Is that a girl?
You're awfully noisy. Who are you?
I'd like to know the same thing. Who are you? And why are you in such a place?
Answering a question with another question?
Let me guess. You got swallowed by a Zoogle too?
I was invited, actually.
Invited, huh? Is that what we're calling getting swallowed?
This really is a strange place.
Hey, don't ignore me!
It's a different domain, too. The air is pure and clean, without any trace of malevolence. At the same time, it isn't stable either. This world is suffused with a power that's familiar, yet also completely different from any I know. I'd gotten my hopes up for a moment. Unfortunately, my brother doesn't seem to be here, as far as I can tell.
I'm sorry, what were you just saying?
Listening in on a young girl's private musings, are we? How very gauche.
It was just an honest question.
Another question? Ugh, this is why I don't like humans.
Humans? Look, my name's Alphen. What would it take to get a straight answer out of you?
Try saying, "Pretty please, Miss Edna." Then I might be more inclined to talk.
Pretty please, Miss Edna.
I'm as in the dark as you are.
I knew it. She's full of herself.
That said, yes, I guess there's just one other option, isn't there? All of you against me, head to head in a no-holds-barred battle.
Wait, what?
Does the idea of beating up a frail, waifish young girl give you pause? I'm simply looking for a way back, you know.
Can't she just use the gate we took to get here?
Perhaps, if she were from our world. That gate bridges this place with our realm. If she is referring to another realm entirely, that changes things.
Okay, but even if you are from another world, how does it follow that we have to fight you for you to get home?
I figure a way out might emerge when your powers clash with my seraphic arts.
Are you sure about this?
You worry too much. Tell you what, if you can defeat me, I'll answer another one of your questions.
Is it really okay to fight a little girl?
I wouldn't worry about that.
Dorling's right. Sometimes appearances can be deceiving.
I'll smash you!
Lunar corruption!
Deny!
In a bind?
Dragon Shell! Cracking Blade! Burning Hell! Rising Rider! Dead!
Don't mind if I do.
I tried this!
Thanks, Gianna.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. We'll do better.
A whirling ripple. Over there. Winds of heaven. Radiant
Soaring Alpha!
cut you down. Raging storm. Searing flame. Reload.
Watch this! Swallow Blade!
Throbs in pain.
In a bind?
Shattering! I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Demon Fang!
This
time! Demon Fang!
Here and now.
Try this! You picked the wrong fight!
Hurricane. Holy land.
Denied! Cracking Blade!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
This one's mine.
I'll tear you apart! Super Swallow!
Flame of fury. Burning strike. Glacial spear. Here's the evil.
You're mine! Soaring Alpha!
In the groove.
Raining Slash!
Take this. Watch it.
Lightning. Divine by
Now!
Demons descend.
Flashing Fang!
Now you see what I can do.
Get out of my face. Waterfall. They're not playing around.
Well, that's infuriating.
Now this is gonna hurt.
I have to agree.
Don't just stand there waiting.
Leave the charges!
Get ready.
All right, here I come. Keep standing around,
Healing circle.
and you're dead. Don't say I didn't warn you. Shooting star.
It's about to strike.
Take this.
Look sharp, everyone!
I need to pull myself together. Annihilation.
This whole thing is ridiculous.
The pure strength of her art is out of this world.
Whoa! I want an umbrella like that!
Armor won't save you.
Don't get dizzy now.
Eat devastation!
Here's something special.
Double
Don't
Demon
get
Fang!
dizzy now.
Breeze Lancer.
Demon Fang!
No, you
An archer's to
Don't
me!
mind if I do.
Tailing away!
Far enough!
Gemini over.
Ignite!
Up and at 'em. Let's go. I'll heal you all.
You're mine!
Now or never. I owe you, Sion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All my computer cause havoc and destruction.
Inspiration Blade!
Shattering the pieces. Attack time. Now I'm in the groove.
Severing Wings!
Armor won't save you.
Devastation!
Get ready.
Holy land.
Swallow Blade!
Between heaven
All
and
right,
earth.
here it comes.
Hold on to your art. Here I come.
Keep standing around,
Far beyond the darkest sky.
and you're dead. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Mine. Rain down. By the power of flame.
Shooting star.
It's gonna attack!
Right. Watch out. Meteor storm.
Ready to go.
Far enough! Double Demon Fang!
It's time.
Demon Fang! Eat dirt!
This one's for you, Dad. In a bind?
Mega ray.
Do it! More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Are you hurt?
Hardly.
Are you a monster?
No, not a monster. Just Edna. Looks like there's still no way out.
Time for you to uphold your end of the deal and answer our question.
Although, we already know she's not from the same world as ours.
You were saying something about your brother earlier. Is he here too?
It's complicated.
Answer the question, lady.
You don't give up, do you? Tell you what, since you beat me, I'll do you a favor.
What's this?
It's something I found when I arrived here. You might have a use for it.
And what are you going to do?
I was just wondering the same thing. I guess I'll have to study this place a bit further.
What are you hoping to find? Wait, don't tell me. That's too many questions.
I can appreciate a being with basic deductive reasoning skills. Well done.
I think I'm getting stronger.
Oh yeah? Think you could beat me at arm wrestling?
When have I not beaten you?
Right. I'll just go on ahead then.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice one, Alphin.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
I won't forgive you!
Dragon Shell! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Anything
Like
else?
yours!
Not on my watch! Mega Ray!
Mirage! Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation!
Do it!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble. Flying spree. Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Glad you had your uses.
Demon Fang!
I'll show you how useful I can be.
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Double
Sleep
Demon
now!
Fang!
Burn!
Burn! Burn!
Where are you going? Art Field!
Now you see what I can
Do
do.
it!
Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
What's with that shining... This won't be easy.
Don't be such a pessimist.
Take this! Rip and tear! Infernal turret!
Come on, roll now!
Take this!
Here, let me help. Do it!
Eat this!
Get on that
Force blast!
Need to pull myself together.
Here! Force blast!
This one's mine.
Strike!
I never miss.
Eagle blast! Eat dirt!
Do it!
Jolene! Take! Blow them away!
I'm going to need to use all the power of elimination to come with this. I'm on a roll now. Chain between heaven and earth.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Away! Do it!
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
So, did you like my boost art?
Yeah, it was off the charts.
Phew, what a rush.
Get lost!
Prepare to be sealed! No further! Eat this! Nothing gets by me! This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't feel so good.
Here I
I'm
come!
going to need to use all
got
the
flyers.
power of my...
I have no
Let
limits.
Marksman handle it.
Pierce through! All yours!
Carry on the
Raise blast! Eternal devastation!
The
enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Rising water!
I can carve through
I
Roll
can
now! Rising phoenix!
We barely managed to turn that battle.
You don't need to sound surprised.
Perhaps I'll put more faith in you then.
Well, I certainly won't argue.
Double demon fang!
Where are you going?
Demon fang!
Art expert,
Take this! I'm on it!
leave the target to me. Between heaven and earth.
Take this!
No
No
way!
further!
Dancy of lightning.
I can carve through armor. My fists are crushing it out there.
No choice!
Flame
Flame inside me!
When did I get so popular?
Rising water! In an instant! Impact block!
Here I go.
Demon fang! Sonic thrust! Sword Rain Alpha!
Eagle assault!
Well, looky here. Get lost. Illuminate the
You picked the wrong fight!
confiscate.
Dazzle! Rising falcon!
Armor won't sink.
What's this?
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you. Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
To me.
Far enough.
Come and face me! You're mine!
This one's mine.
Swallow blade!
What's this?
Jolene! Blow them away!
There's always room for improvement.
Get lost. You got more.
Take this! Take this!
Confiscated.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Burn in hell!
Show you what my heart can
Demon fang!
No armor can stop me.
do. It.
Remind me...
This one's got your name on it.
Action to action!
Leave the enemy's arts to me.
Right! Demon
No
fang!
complaints here.
Astral energy.
All
Dance in the wind.
Watch it!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done. Illuminate the dark. Do it.
Jolene demon!
Demons descend.
Flashing bang!
With my comrades, I'm unstoppable.
And what about without them?
More stoppable?
Out of our way. Don't mind if I do.
Chocolate flame inside me yearns First to be let free. Now or never.
Do it! My call! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one!
Lightning strike!
Already on!
Lunar corruption!
I'll smash you!
Mirage!
In a bind?
A chain between heaven and now you are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always.
And here I hoped I was improving.
Let's do it! Let's go! Calaglia ho!
Come again?
You don't know it? It was all the rage back in Calaglia.
I wonder if Cislodia's got one.
Cislodia, huh?
I will hit you.
Menencia ha.
We can hear you.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Feathers, beak, eyes.
This shall suffice. Please, everyone, have as much as you like.
Wow, that's some weird-looking meat you're cooking up there. What is it exactly?
That would be grilled rapig.
What?
Whoa there! What's the big brouhaha?
It's rapig! How could you cook something with such cute little eyes? What did it ever do to you?
I fail to see what the problem is. Rapigs are perfectly edible creatures. Having said that, I do realize it's become rather rare to eat them lately. What with people increasingly embracing them as pets and companions.
They definitely didn't fall out of fashion to eat because of their flavor, that's for sure.
Agreed. Rapigs have tender, fatty meat. The taste can take some getting used to, but I would argue that's part of its charm.
If the taste is too strong, I imagine you can either just cook it thoroughly or simmer it with some herbs to mask it.
Indeed. At first I wasn't sure whether to smoke it with spices or simmer it in water, but I opted to grill it as is instead.
Seriously, Dohalim? You have the weirdest tastes.
That's probably because when you live the life of a lord, you grow tired of most ordinary cuisine.
So you end up seeking out more unusual food. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, putting aside what it used to be, you've got to admit it does look pretty damn good. Meat is meat, after all.
That reminds me. I do believe I once read in a book about rare delicacies, how one can go about preparing an owl.
Huh?
I suppose I won't have the chance to try it anytime soon.
Not with Hootle, you won't!
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? What's wrong? You're looking pretty down. Something on your mind?
Yeah, you could say that. It's just, well, there's something that's been eating away at me for a long, long time. Do you mind if I share it with you?
Of course not. I'm glad to listen.
See, my mom and dad used to tell me I shouldn't go around casting magic. But there was one time I did, behind their backs. And when I did, Almadria showed up.
Huh?
I hated Almadria for destroying everything I loved. But what I hated most was myself. For breaking my promise to my parents. Even though I swore I'd get revenge, there was always this nagging part of me that wondered if I even had any right to do so.
Rinwell, it was Almadria who killed your family. Don't torment yourself over one mistake.
How can you say that when my mother and father died because of me?
This may not comfort you much, but I'll say it anyway. I have a feeling your parents always knew something like that might happen.
What do you mean?
There was always a chance that someday, someone was going to find you and your family. But even knowing the risks, they still taught you magic. And there are two reasons I can think of for that. First, your talent. Second, they were hedging their bets.
Huh? On what?
On you, Rinwell. On how you turn out when you grew up. Sure, learning magic may invite danger, but it would have been even more dangerous to live in hiding without being able to defend yourself. They knew what they were getting themselves into when they taught you magic. And I think they did it because of how much they loved you.
Because my mother and father loved me.
Sorry, I know I shouldn't be putting words into your parents' mouths.
No, it's okay. I used to think I would have been better off if I never knew how to use magic. And if I'm really honest with myself, sometimes I still think that. But after traveling around with all of you guys, I've learned that there are things I can do with magic. That there's a point to it after all. So I'm going to keep trying. I'm gonna try and accept it as part of who I am. I want to use it to protect my friends. To protect the future of Dana. Do you think that's selfish of me?
Not at all. I wouldn't want it any other way with you, Rinwell.
Hootle, let me know if you sense anything.